dear Broncos. Thank you for tuning in with us. Welcome to another episode of Project Caminos, the Broncos Scoop. My name is Dakari. I'm a second-year transfer student studying psychology here at Cal Poly Pomona and student assistant of Project Caminos. Welcome to part 5 of our 7x7 Fun Facts series. So we're a solid 28 facts in with 21 more to go. By now, I hope you've all learned a lot of new and interesting facts about Cal Poly Pomona. Before we dive in, I'd like to introduce a returning special guest. She'll be with us for part 5 as well as part 6. So for those Broncos Scoop pros out there, you may recognize her voice from previous episodes. For those of you tuning in for the first time, please meet Abigail.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be back. As Dakari mentioned, I'm Abigail. I'm a chemistry major. I'm a senior standing, so hopefully this will be my last year at Cal Poly Pomona. As much as I hate to leave, I think it's always nice to graduate. So at Project Caminos, I'm a student assistant. You might see or be on our Instagram page or on our Twitter, making sure that we're posting as soon as possible. Hoping responding to your DMs as soon as possible. So if you have any questions, I'm there and trying to keep up with you guys.
Welcome back, Abigail. It's always a pleasure to create episodes with you. So we won't keep our listeners waiting too long. I know they're eager to hear the next set of fun facts, so let's begin. Fun fact number 1. When W.K. Kellogg, the donor of the land Cal Poly Pomona rests on, was deciding where to build his ranch, he narrowed his choices down to 2 locations and tossed a coin. So it was heads for Pomona or tails for Santa Barbara. We were pretty close to being Cal Poly Santa Barbara.
That would have been nice to be by the beach, but Cal Poly is pretty great in itself.
Yeah.
So for a second fact is that more than 2 dozen of our oranges from their groves goes into half a gallon of Cal Poly Pomona's freshly squeezed orange juice. That stuff is delicious. It's addicting. I love going to get some in the morning. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I definitely want to take my time going to the farm store, getting all the orange juice and the honey and almond butter and peanut butter and stuff. There's just so much at Cal Poly's farm store. But moving on to fun fact 3. In 1938, only 80 students were enrolled in classes. Today, there's nearly 28,000 students enrolled in classes. So that's a pretty big jump in Cal Poly Pomona's first 100 years.
It really is. We're almost as big as some of the UC campuses. So if you think you're going to a smaller school, you're in for a surprise, which is good. It means you'll get to meet more people and you get to network. So that leads us to our 4th fun fact. Prince Charming's steed in Disney's Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs was modeled after King John, one of W.K. Kellogg's favorite Arabian horses. So if you think of, if you ever go back and watch this movie, just think that horse was on the Cal Poly Pomona campus.
So for fun fact 5, we have John Scolinos, who guided the Broncos baseball team to 3 NCAA titles, was also the pitching coach for the 1984 U.S. Olympic baseball team.
So for our 6th fact is that from 1966 to 1972, Cal Poly Pomona was known as a California State Polytechnic College, the Kellogg campus. We specifically changed to the Cal Poly Pomona University once we became an official university in itself.
Yeah, California State Polytechnic College, Kellogg campus is like a mouthful. So I'm glad we're now Cal Poly Pomona.
Definitely.
So for our final fun fact number 7, Cal Poly Pomona has awarded numerous honorary doctorate degrees over the years. Recently, in May of 2021, CPP awarded its very own College of Environmental Design alumni, Bob Wyas, who is currently the president of Walt Disney's Imagineering. So that's going to bring us to the end of part 5 of our series. But before we say goodbye, we have our usual quote or question of the day. Today, we have what may be one of the hardest questions ever for you all. So since there's been a few facts mentioning connections to Disney, we chose our question of the day to be, what is your favorite Disney movie? Whether it's old or new, animated, or a real life remake. And I know it may be difficult to choose just one. So if that's the case, list your top 3 faves. Now I'm definitely in that category. I can't choose just one. I spent so much time trying to think of just one, and so many others kept popping in my head. So my top 3 would have to be Hocus Pocus, The Princess Diaries, and I'm honestly tied between The Incredibles and Monsters, Inc. as my 3rd pick. What about you, Abigail?
I would say just because of the soundtracks, The Lion King, definitely. I love the music. It was one of my favorite movies. I would watch it. Second would probably be because of, again, soundtrack, Phil Collins for Tarzan always had me. And then the third one, I would just have to say, just because I love the ocean and stuff, was always Nemo. Thought it was the cutest movie, great storyline. So those would have to be my top 3.
Lion King was in mine, but I changed it. I don't know why, but that is definitely like an all-time favorite. And the other one you said too, Tarzan. I remember being a little girl watching that movie on VHS like over and over and over again. So those would definitely be that would make top 5 for me. Those 2 would be it.
Definitely. Yeah. So check them out if you haven't seen those movies. Definitely recommend. Comment your top 3 below. We'll have them on so you can check them out periodically. So don't be shy.
Yeah, definitely go ahead and leave us a comment with your favorite or your top 3 favorite Disney movies. I know it's almost a crime to only ask for 3, considering there's like so many. So if you feel the urge to list more of your favorites, don't be shy. We'll definitely read it. So a huge thank you to every listening ear that tuned in with us today. Make sure to be on the lookout for the rest of our Fun Fact series. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.